Welcome back to Primal Barbell. Today we're going to be discussing how heavy should you lift when you're just getting started with barbell training. Generally speaking, I would begin every exercise with an empty barbell. This should be your warm-up for each exercise for eternity. This is one of the most effective mobility warm-ups that you can do, especially for squat. And if you can keep a vertical bar path with an empty bar on squat, you are a G for sure. If you're not strong enough for the empty barbell, which I have encountered plenty of times, you have various options depending on the lift. If we rank 4 of the most effective barbell lifts from weakest to strongest, you have overhead press will be the weakest lift, then bench press, then squat, then deadlift. So the overhead press is the first lift where we will see the barbell be too heavy for some individuals. And as we move towards the deadlift, this should be less and less of an issue. However, for some individuals just starting out, let's say maybe they're over 80 years old, perhaps even the 45-pound bar is gonna be too much to start on the deadlift. But the good news is anyone can generally get stronger, regardless of their age and their starting point. Now you have a few options if the empty barbell is too heavy. If you're building your own gym, you could definitely purchase a lighter technique bar. I have one here that is 15 pounds and it holds up to 200 pounds and it's very useful for children and older adults and some women who need a lighter entry point, or even when showing someone a lift or a cue where maybe they have to hold the bar for a long time. And then here is another option. This bar is from Rogue Fitness and it's called the Bella bar. This is a women's weightlifting bar. This bar actually features a smaller girth for smaller hands, so it's easier for women to get a good grip on the bar. It's also lighter than the standard barbell, so instead of 45 pounds, it's only 33 pounds. And that can be enough of a drop to get somebody started maybe on an overhead press, or if they're just learning the deadlift and they're not quite strong enough to do 95 pounds or 65 pounds, depending on how low your bumper plates go, this would be a good option to get started. Now, if you're in a commercial gym, you could use what I call the short bars. They're about half the length of a barbell and have the weight written on each side. You could use dumbbells or you could use machines to get yourself strong enough to where you can use the empty barbell. One example of this would be performing a leg press and progressing the leg press until your legs are strong enough to squat the empty barbell. But the barbell offers advantages that machines and dumbbells don't have. Number one is a rack for safety, and also a loading system that allows you to make small jumps and progress for a long time. So having a goal of moving towards the barbell system will give you access to a ton of potential for long-term progress, which is what we should all be aiming for in the gym. So if you are strong enough to perform the empty barbell on a lift for, let's say, 3 to 5 reps, then where do you go from there? Well, the next question I would ask is, how difficult was that empty bar on a scale of 1 to 10? And if it was under about a 7 or 8, then you can slowly add weight until you are at maybe a 7 or 8 out of 10. And at this difficulty, you are adequately heavy enough to challenge yourself and force your body to start adapting. And then you can recover from that lift and begin the process of adding weight to the bar over time. In the beginning, this will go smoothly, but eventually your form will start to suffer and drift from where it was in the beginning. And that is a critical point where feedback can keep you motivated, it can keep you progressing, and it can keep you safe. If you found this video helpful, like it, share it, and subscribe for more content. And if you need the fast track towards getting stronger with the barbell, visit primalbarbell.com and book a discovery call, as I have barbell training options regardless of where you live. And until next time, stay primal.
Strength is power, you never want to lose it. Blessed with this temple, so be a good steward.